South America, like I like it. The way that they're playing Scarlet in South America, I'm digging it, man. I'm on board.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely weird because we were talking about how weird it is to see one, and now here we are seeing a second, and it's not even the same player either, so definitely interesting. But we're going to be going right into Demon Island, and man, we have been talking about Demon Island quite a few times today. We're going to see some early stocks, especially with the tempo that South America is bringing to the table. Yeah, we're going to see some of those early stocks coming out right there.
Yeah, Vecinaa got a little greedy there with the down air and then the fastball down air the same direction and just kind of stuck around. And then here came Hunter in with the ground pound. Nice D-Sig. We're going to see C ended up falling there. The D-Sig, if Vecinaa gets a little too happy over there on the edge again. Like, Hunter's not there to interrupt him this time, but Monexo is.
There we go. Thought that was going to be a nice little conversion. Vecinaa just being put on stage. But man, yeah, all these stocks, I feel like all the first stocks is actually just like them trying to recover and then like taking 2 seconds to just fall to the demise. It's been very funny. But either way, as
Demon Island, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are back to Demon Island. So as we continue to push through here right now, ooh, okay, tried to look for that D-Sig. Was not able to find that at all, but we do pick up that one up on Vecinaa, top right.
Ooh, the axes are swinging. There's like 3-piece axe string over there on C. It's a ton of damage. Oh, Hunter's just going to end up falling there again. It's another person trying to like recover back, and they get interrupted, or they just end up like slowly falling because they're right below. That's another stock going this way. It's a minute and a half. We've already seen 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks fly.
Yeah, it's been a very fast pace all day for South America, and honestly, I'm not surprised I'm not seeing any signs of it slowing down at any point in time. Oh, that's big. Oh, wow. Caught him on the reversal, too. But Monexo. Oh, God, dude. These Demon Island walls really are just, like, short enough. Like, you've been just barely missing them all game.
Especially, like, picking up that side air as a high-strength Scarlet on an opponent that's, like, really damaged. That low means that they're going to have to expend a lot to just, like, drift to the left, but also to get up enough. And if you have these side walls of Demon Island, they're really small, they're really short, so they're not going to reach down for you to recover back too low. Ooh, okay. The ground pound above the stage. All right, I see you. Grab him with the tentacle and send him flying.
Yeah, I was about to say there's a chance that we could definitely get a you know, a 1v2 W here, but like as soon as I got that hit and they confirmed it into that signature, I was like, all right, yeah, that's gonna pretty much clean that up. Wild action though to get started here. Both teams just swinging right out the gates, and we, like you mentioned, we saw what 7 stocks disappear in like a minute and a half. There was no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, and across the board, on each team, we saw like one person doing most of the damage, getting the KO, and then the other person like also picking up a couple KOs, but like not doing so much damage. It was C on the team of C and Vecinaa, and then I believe it was Hunter, but I can't remember the order. I can just look at the stats. I'm sorry, I'm a fool.
You know what's really sticking out to me right now is Scarlet's player card.
What about it?
Or C's player card. The Scarlet's not gold. There's no title above. There's no clan tag below. It's just very plain compared to everybody else's. And honestly, you could make the argument that they're making the loudest noise out here.
Okay. Okay.
Just something I noticed. Like there's just nothing there. No title.
I mean, they were definitely the one on their team doing more damage and picking up more KOs, and on the other side, it was Monexo. Excuse me. I said it was Hunter just because like I'm used to seeing that from Taros, but it was actually Hunter that was doing the most damage.
Would you consider that a real Taros then?
Oh yeah, man. Everyone has games where they don't do like a ton of damage. Because look, he just hit a side signature and almost got a KO like at like 85 damage, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I digress. All right. Anyway, blue team doing a really good job with the stage control starting off this game 2 so far. Man, big hit, man. Yeah, dude, this Scarlet action from South America has been going nuts. Ooh. Okay, yep, so we'll be able to find a way back. Nice
side sig as well. Oh, he went for the side sig over the edge. It has like a unique property, like a lot of legends have, where it'll overswing if you do it like right over the corner and don't like make contact with the stage on it.
Okay, are they going to be able to recover? It looks like they will. Oh, that's a big... Okay, I thought I was going to see a bigger team combo, but I like that. You just kind of get something started, then you kind of retreat back to the stage and get a weapon in hand. And actually having that cannon, making that play was actually really good for them because I think it might have allowed them to recover where they might not have been able to before.
Yeah, Vecinaa didn't have a weapon in that one, so he was the one, and then C had the lance in hand. So they were able to, 1, add up the damage, 2, recover safely, and then 3, get back in time for the next person spawning back in to grab the weapon spawn that came up. So Vecinaa gets a weapon, and he denies a weapon to the blue team. So really just like every single column, you put a check mark in of good things that you did.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, red team is just turning it up to a whole nother level here.
Oh, baby.
Dude, there's so many stocks disappearing right now. C still holding on to the second stock here. However, tried to go for a GC down heavy, just wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, thought he could rip it like super early, and C did a gravity cancel D-Light, which kind of held him in place there. He wasn't like trying to throw out a move or really to cover territory, but was just trying to hover himself in the air and kind of stall out while the down heavy came out because the blue team member was a little bit too impatient.
Okay. Ooh. It's so funny when you see like those like kind of soft tosses and they just kind of have these like wide arcing angles and you're just kind of like, there's no way this actually hits, right? And then there's always a chance. Right now we got Hunter sitting at about 179 here, but the way that red team has been playing, they should find a way to clean this up relatively soon. There we go. You have the ground pound. That'll be enough to do it. Yep, clean that up right with the Sair, and that's gonna be red team cleaning up another W pretty quickly.
Dude, South America's Scarlet, I'm all about it. I'm loving it because we're seeing so much good Lance gameplay coming from them. And you typically don't see that in twos, man. When you see a Lance in twos, it's like, it's Olgrim. And how do people like mostly play Olgrim when they're playing Olgrim in two, since there aren't a lot of like Lance players out there? They're kind of playing it half and half. They're just playing some like basic Lance gameplay. You know, what's their edge guard? They're just going to jump up high, throw the Lance down because it's like a gorillion feet long. And then aside from that, like they're doing axe stuff, right? They're doing like down air juggles or down air dribbles, excuse me. They're looking for nair juggles, kind of stuff like that. But we're getting to see some good, honest 2v2 Lance gameplay today. And I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry.
Blue team doing something a little interesting here. They're swapping to the Thor and the Sidra of their own. All right. I guess, you know what, if you kind of see what your team's doing here. They got a hammer that seems to be putting in some work, and also a Sidra. Hey, mind if I copy your homework a little bit?
Yeah, just change it up. Don't make it look the same. Except they actually did kind of change it up a little bit because they do have the Thor.
Yeah.
This is like me when I used to when I used to cheat on homework. I was actually really good at it. I never got caught.
Nice. I got caught giving answers to someone who was sitting next to me during a test. and the reason why we got caught is because they turned their paper in right after mine. So the teacher just looked at this one. Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
You can't do that.
Yep.
Oh, the double stop into the neutral air as well. The hammer gameplay. I love C.
Up with that Sair. Okay. Oh, they tried to pick up their cannon, just wasn't able to get it. All right, blue team, what can you do to take advantage of this right now? Thor, I like that. Just kind of go out there, just put down the pressure.
He knew that the anchor was coming in, but didn't know exactly where the end of it would be. He knew like around where it would be, but he didn't know exactly, so he couldn't queue up that hammer recovery to grab right out of the air. But the idea was there. Dude, I'm loving C so far. I'm loving watching C. I'm gonna have to like be unselfish, or no, yeah, be less selfish and like watch other players in this game, because so far I've been so focused on C.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times today, but you know what? Sometimes we just see some players really kind of, you know, make some great plays. They're just doing really, really well, and we want to see what they're doing. So like I don't blame you for that, but as we can see right now, red team both down to their last stocks apiece here. However, Monexo should probably be losing the stock sometime soon. However, they're doing a really good job with that orb in hand on Thor. The ground pound. Yep, forcing Vecinaa to just go to the other side.
Yeah, the defense on Thor was really coming through for Monexo there, but once you get hit with that desig from a high-strength legend like Scarlet, like you're going to be cooked, especially if it's over on the edge, all that steam coming through, going to blow you away. See, just kind of jockeying for position on the ground.
Oh! That's a crazy play. No, what are you doing? You're your teammate. Oh, God, okay, they get the wall touch. Red team's still alive, but barely, and that dare will certainly get it done.
Red team is like falling apart over on the edge guard, and dude, Hunter and Monexo, amazing swap. Even though Monexo didn't do a ton of damage that game, like he took the most damage for his team, definitely almost took the most damage in the entire game. That's the Thor defense coming through on that one, the survivability of Thor, one of the reasons you pick Thor. But also, like, he was there when he needed to be, in the right place at the right time. He found, I think, half of the KOs by the time all things were said and done. So, like, yeah, the swap came through. And then, obviously, if he wasn't doing the most damage on his team, that meant his teammate, Monexo, his teammate Hunter is doing the most damage on his team, and that's off of the Sidra swap. So the Sidra swap was great, the Thor swap was great, the blue team made a great decision at the right time.
Yeah, definitely been doing really well here. I'm not sure what's going on with the fans right now. 3 people are typing.
I think there might be a client reset coming through.
I'm not sure, but I did see someone type in comeback. I don't know if they're trying to say, like, I can't read Spanish or Portuguese or whatever. I can't read anything other than English, right?
It's arguable whether you can even read that.
That's another story, okay? I can read Dr. Seuss, okay? Like, well enough. But I saw someone type in comeback, and I don't know if they're saying, like, hey, come back to the lobby or come back to this, or if they're saying, like, we're making the comeback, which I hope that's what it is, because that's very funny.
Yeah, I'm looking at these words, and they're not close enough to the few Spanish words that I know for me to be able to, like, you know, kind of piecemeal together what's being said.
Yeah.
So I believe it is, yeah, it's definitely Portuguese, because Vecinaa and Monexo are Brazilian as far as I know.
Alright.
Oh no! He went for the stomp. I guess side sig. Was he trying to side sig the opponent as if their dodge was down? Because it wasn't. And then he ended up, because of the overswing, ended up hitting his teammate on that misplay from C coming out in the edge guard with the hammer.
You know what? Hey, where I read comeback, that might actually be what they were saying here, because oh my goodness, they are making a crazy comeback right now because they are putting down the damage, they are taking out the stocks. And man, I really got to hand it to Hunter. He has made some really incredible recoveries with the Syndra so far. Oh, jeez!
His recoveries are great when he's at disadvantage coming back to the wall, but also when he's in advantage and the other person is recovering against him, he's been stellar.
Okay, there we go. Yep, recovery. Gonna be sending them right down.
And he goes, dude, Hunter goes right away. He doesn't want to get caught by that hammer from C. I don't blame him. He's able to get back on the platform. The max range D-Light, but Vecinaa gets around the signature. That side signature that came through, hit the side air. And then the side air into the recovery from Vecinaa. That's 3 stocks that he's grabbed on second alone.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely a nice little turnaround play there. But yeah, red team's definitely got to find a way to lock in because blue team, I feel like, is just playing much better in this game than they did the last one. And they're more warmed up with the
Vecinaa did it again!
Now. Oh, Vecinaa!
Combo,
really
dude,
making a statement,
combo.
man. I feel like they are a little annoyed that Hunter pulled out the Syndra of their own, and you're like, okay, hang on a sec. You're not going to do this to me.
Here comes the anchor. He touches off of that, and C's down there to hit the down air. And Hunter gets it again. Does he? No, he was in sweatbeats after that. He didn't quite get the touch. C with the stage spike on his teammate, but Vecinaa has another stock to play with. I think that's Vecinaa's first and second stocks that were taken both by C. I don't think the blue team has taken a Vecinaa stock this game.
Dude, yeah, no, it's actually been a wild ride right now. And honestly, like, yeah, you could find a way to get C out of here, but I mean, that still means you got to deal with Vecinaa with a really healthy stock. But that stops there will be enough, man. Red team just beats it down, man. They really did not want to see blue team, you know, pull out another W on them, basically swapping characters. So hey, well done. Fun set, another fun set down.
Yeah, that one was really fun, dude. Even if he got C out of the way, like, okay, you're going up against Vecinaa. Like, Vecinaa is a really strong 1v1er in South America. Like, absolutely.